Well, Mass Effect, you only get the one suit, really, like the N7 suit. Am I forgetting?
Since when was the last time you played Mass Effect, my guy?
It's been a long
You
time.
forget that you can get a whole bunch of armors, especially towards the later ones, in 2 and 3. I think you get.
I don't remember that.
In Mass Effect 1, like half of the game is inventory management with a whole bunch of armors you can get.
Damn,
they all change colors. Yeah, it's mostly color changes.
Boot up that game again.
Yeah, it's mostly color changes. Okay. I would recommend getting the Legendary Edition, the new one.
Yeah,
the remake.
I probably would. That released recently or a few weeks back.
A year ago, my guy. A year ago.
It wasn't that long. It was not a year ago. It was in
2021. Yeah, for sure. It was like mid 2021.
Okay, mid I can believe. But that's May? It's been that long? My goodness. It's been that long. I remember
I played a bit of the first Mass Effect, and then I remember why I don't like the first Mass Effect all that much.
Wasn't it the bad mechanics in UI?
Yeah, the mechanics were really tedious at points, especially the planet traversals. They were pretty bad.
3's planet system?
Yeah.
Just easy. Just send a probe or a satellite and then that's it. It was so nice.
I think that started in Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, Mass Effect 2 had a kind of middle ground between 1's Horde driving around the Mako system, and then 3's just send a probe onto the ship or onto the planet. Yeah. This is episode 38.
This is episode 38. Robert forgets that he played Mass Effect. Yeah.
I have bad memory of some of these older games that I played, I guess.
I'm telling you.
Because
I played Mass Effect is a big memory for me. I played Mass Effect. It was the only good game I could play on my potato PC first year of college. Yeah, I had a potato absolute trash PC, but I could play Mass Effect, and I played the shit out of Mass Effect.
Yeah. It might also be due to the time we played it. Since you played it in college, I think mine was early high school, so I think that those years I don't have too much memory of the games I played, I guess. Damn, though, I like Mass Effect. I might have to go through it. I'll go through his femship because I think it's Garen or Garrus.
Oh, Garrus is
the boy. Garrus is the boy.
I agree with you on there. I remember how mad you were. Oh wait, spoilers for this 15-year-old game or something. I don't know how old the original is, but you can lose a bunch of party members in Mass Effect, right? That's the whole thing. And I lost your favorite character in when I originally played it my first time, and you got so mad at me.
You lost Tally?
Yeah, I lost Tally.
Oh my god!
You were so pissed at you don't remember. See, he continues to forget things. You were so mad at me because I was telling you when I originally played through it.
Oh yeah, I can imagine I was probably irritated. No, you got to. I probably would have told you you got to
replay
it. You got to play again.
I replay it. Yeah, that was funny. I was I just grinded so many because I no life that game. I played so many hours, especially Mass Effect 2 because that was my favorite one. I played so much Mass Effect 2. It's insane.
I might go back and play those because I'd never played them with some of the DLCs. I remember 2 had a lot of good DLC that people mentioned. I think it was the Shadow Broker DLC. I never played to experience those characters, so I might have to go back sometime and
if I remember correctly, the Shadow Broker I did play. There was a few that I didn't, especially in Mass Effect 3, but in Mass Effect 2 I think I did play the Shadow Broker and it was pretty good. If it's what I remember, but I'm not sure if it's what I remember.
Damn. Yeah, no. How do we get to talking about this? We were talking about, I think, customization?
Yes, because you just started playing Final Fantasy 14 that went back on sale yesterday.
I think yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
I remembered.
Congratulations. Welcome.
I finally got into the system.
I got in right before they stopped selling it. I don't feel like I'm taking enough advantage. I wanted to be a bard before you joined in, but
hey, I
didn't get a chance to grind. I've been a little busy in real life, so you might catch up to me. We'll see.
I don't know. I'm right now like I had to pause it because of when we were starting the episode, but I was in the middle of the character creation.
And you already have trouble, right?
Dude, I was struggling on the fucking game register because I almost linked it to some Japanese account that I had with Square Enix because I tried to order stuff from their store a long time ago. And so like the client, right when I like logged in, just went to pure kanji and hiragana, and I just closed that shit and was like had to redo everything with some like old email I don't even use anymore. It was a tragedy, but
oh man,
I got the character
so far. Final Fantasy 14 email.
Just pure. I should just play Final Fantasy 14 purely in Japanese, just purely Japanese kanji hiragana.
Truly, if you want to be a real man of culture, you would do that. You would put in the effort.
No.
Right?
The kanji? Are you serious? That's years, dude. That's years to learn that shit for me.
I thought most of that kind of stuff was like in hiragana, like nowadays. Maybe I don't know.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
But so far for my character though, I have the race. I think that they're the dragon character or the dragon people. Mm-hmm. And so far that's all I've gone. And then I got put with the hardest decision of like, as soon as you choose the race, you have to choose the clan. And then depending on the clan, they have different stats. So I already spent like 10 minutes contemplating whether I want
looking up guides.
Didn't do the guides, but it's all about like it's all about feel, you know.
On the Final Fantasy 14 Reddit,
I'm literally just flipping.
People will tell the exact opposite things. They'll be like, "Oh, this race is really great," and they're like, "No, that race is the absolute trash garbage." You know what I mean?
Your opinion is trash. I don't know how you could have played the game by choosing that race. It's just, no, but I've literally just clicking between the two, just seeing the difference in stats, and I'm just like, each time I'm just like, do I want a higher strength or do I want higher like intelligence? Yeah, higher dex. It's that was all I was thinking of, and I think I chose the one with higher strength. So we'll see how it goes.
The one with highest perception, or I feel like.
Roll for perception.
Or intelligence, yeah, or intelligence or something like that. I always like to roll like high speech characters in like RPGs and stuff like that. That's always my like favorite thing to do.
Yeah, what character type?
I am an elf. Elf? Yeah, right. Yeah,
elf.
Elvin. I think they call him Elvin, and then my name is Leonard Asgard. I don't know how I made my name. I think I went on a couple different name generators. I came up with it.
Leonard.
So, I did come up with Leonard. I don't know where I got that from, but I did like that name.
Da Vinci.
You probably, honestly.
I'm excited on that game. I didn't buy the Endwalker DLC yet because I kind of want to try out the game first.
I mean, right, exactly. I mean, you don't need to until you like finish the first.
That is probably true.
So you can delay the purchases. Space it out.
Dude, I've been making some purchases.
You've been making some interesting purchases. You've been telling me.
I completely unrelated to gaming, but I bought a shredder.
A paper shredder.
A paper
shredder.
I don't know what stage of my life I'm at.
Adult version, Robert. And he's excited about it. It's like, I'm getting a shredder.
The thing is, I didn't buy like the bottom model shredder too,
because like the top tier shredder.
I bought probably like the second.
Because someone's going through your trash, dude, and putting all the strips together, and they have them on a board, with all the.
Just fucking getting like my
action movie.
My security, social security off of these papers. I don't know. No, I just got a microcut shredder, and I was like, fuck it. Damn. So I don't know. I don't know what drew me to it. I think it was because it was also
are the police coming after you, man? Because you're over here like shredding. You got to shred papers. You know what I mean? Like to hide evidence or something. What's going on?
I don't know. I think
a little suspicious.
It might have been due to those weeks of COVID or just like being only in bed.
The brain rot.
The brain rot, and then also I hadn't purchased anything for like 3 weeks. And so I was just like,
I have an addiction.
So then, I was just like, I have some money. That's also a problem. I also bought a Valorant skin, which that's
Valorant skin, true degeneracy. Now that's the
no,
addiction.
no that I
Wait,
swear.
Valorant just lets you buy straight skins. It doesn't do the whole like lotto system, right? Or does it?
Yeah, you could just straight up buy the skin, but
Yeah,
you
it's
can
like
only
League,
buy
right?
skins that are available in the shop. There's
Oh,
every
there's a
day
right,
it's refreshed. There's 4 skins out of like hundreds because of
right.
all of them. That's why the story or the short story I'm saying is I swear Riot's got them bugs listening on
Oh yeah, dude.
everyone.
We know that's to
Because
be true. We know it.
my favorite skin that I told friends when I was playing, like I would only buy a skin if the Sentinels of Light Vandal appear in my shop. And then like
That
2 days
day.
later,
Yeah, 2 days
I
later.
hadn't played Valorant. And I just woke up at like 3 a.m. and had the urge to just boot up Valorant. I don't know what
It was your
microchip
calling. Yeah.
Riot's got in me, but I was like, I'm gonna boot up Valorant. And there it was,
I
just
love it.
in there. And of course I had to buy it. And so Riot's got all my credit card information.
If you don't mind me asking, how much are Valorant skins? Are they all flat rates or it's by rarity?
They're different. I think that one's
Yeah.
like 20.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why it was fucking expensive.
Now I won't feel so bad when I finally buy my Elementalist Lux eventually.
They released more Lux skins even because Riot needs money apparently, so
That's
like
a
we'll release
meme.
another one.
That's like
Yeah.
another Lux skin.
It really is. It's the it's for Lunar New Year, I believe, is the reasoning.
Oh, they also came out with actually. Well, that's not Riot. It's Blizzard, but they came out with a nice Tracer skin for those that still play Overwatch. The 5 people that still play Overwatch.
Yeah.
feel
And the
you.
one
Hang out
person
there,
who
man.
makes Tracer.
Yeah. Hey, hang on, man. Hang on.
Yeah. Yeah, your time's
Well,
coming.
when Microsoft buys out Blizzard, hopefully they'll restart development on Overwatch.
That happened.
Overwatch 2.
I forgot. That happened since the last episode.
That did
Big
happen.
money happened. A big money transaction of Microsoft
Big money.
acquiring Blizzard or
Big
Activision
money.
Blizzard for
Yeah.
68.7 billion. I remember when I first mentioned it to you and I was like asking you to throw out some numbers.
Yeah, I was going in the
And-
millions. I was dumb.
The
I was like
millions.
I cut a couple hundred milli.
And then like you're kind of getting shocked when you're like
Yeah.
after like the third guess, like 2 billion. Like you're
Yeah.
starting to go in the billions, and it's just like
more,
more.
This was like the highest video game company acquisition, probably, right?
I
You know?
believe so.
Probably.
I can't imagine any
Oh, yeah.
larger one because this one put Microsoft as the third like largest gaming entity with this acquisition.
It wasn't before.
That's what I was shocked on, is that they weren't before. But I remember seeing that they got pushed to third as or the third largest. It's like, what the fuck was the original third? So like Nintendo? I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't think Nintendo's that all that big, to be
Because it
honest with
was I remember
Nintendo's
Sony
got
was
its
one of
niche
the
and it
top
does its
two.
little thing, right? Yeah.
Sony was one of the top two, and then
Mhm.
there's one other one. God knows what it could be. It could be Tencent for all I know.
Oh, it's probably 10%. Yeah, it could be. 10%.
Might be Tencent. Because yeah, they own Riot and everything.
But
and
is
a lot of other
Tencent
companies.
specifically a gaming company, or is it just a conglomerate?
That is a good question.
So,
Who knows?
I don't know.
But Sony was one of the two, and now Microsoft's is third. And we'll see what goes on with those companies. I did see that they do plan to like honor that the future games for like the next few years are for sure
okay,
gonna
so
still be on
Yeah, they on
PlayStation.
production.
Yeah,
The
all the
agreements
Activision Blizzard games.
What's it called? Exclusivity.
Mhm.
That's
But-
pretty good about. Well, I mean, they probably have to legally. There's probably like
Yeah, and they'd also
there.
stand to lose quite a bit of money if
true.
they were
True,
just
true,
get rid of half of their market, probably. Not half, probably like 20%, I'd say. Because I'm
Yeah. But I mean,
taking it.
after like 2 years, like the exclusive game is going to be interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
all the games are going to go to Game Pass. The Game Pass is going to get a bunch of new games. That's
yeah.
going to be pretty insane.
Now, their Game Pass was actually
Game Pass is
doing.
looking more and more spicy recently. But the thing is, Game Pass is on PC too. So
Yep.
like, how much does Xbox as a brand grow? Like Xbox as a brand grow. I don't know.
I'm very curious on even if they want it to grow or they just want to push it as an alternative, like just
PlayStation
a
alternative.
you know, because I'd say that there's still a market for console gamers, and even then,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
especially kids, I'd say growing up, it's a
Yeah, that their
very
parents don't want to
easy
buy them
thing.
like a
A
two
PC,
thousand dollar PC or whatever, right? Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah, it
that's
makes
like
sense.
that's a market that I don't imagine ever like
Yeah,
getting rid
and
of.
also like a bit older gamers, like gamers that aren't not necessarily like gamers, but like adults who play video games. You know that they like
Hmm.
they don't want to, they don't need crazy expensive PC, but they still want to play like the new Call of Duty or like FIFA or something. You
Yeah,
know, the casuals.
that's true. The casuals, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. And then yeah, games like those, 2K,
Yeah,
FIFA,
they're
you know,
like they're money makers. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm sure packs still like people still they still make money hand over fist on like packs and stuff.
Oh, dude, I can't watch it. Those basically gambling streams. My
Yeah.
goodness.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
I used to like in 2018. I used to be a degenerate
mhm.
FIFA watcher. Just watch
you
people open packs.
watch those my team or like those my team or
Yeah,
my
it's
yeah.
Ultimate Team.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
2K or
I used to have
NBA was my team.
I used to run the game, dude. They used to have like a whole eBay system of buying and selling characters.
Yep,
That
the
was getting
auctions.
intense. Yeah, the auctions.
Now 2K, I think it was like 16 or around that time was yeah, that auction house was a prime thing with me and my friends where it's like,
Yeah,
cards would be going in stock and selling in seconds sometimes depending on the
truly,
quality of it.
truly. For me, it was
And
FIFA 15. Yeah, that's when me and my friends were super into FIFA. We just play that all the time. Oh
creating
man,
teams was just so fun though because you could just
yeah.
like there were some characters that just had ridiculous stats for how good their actual like career was
In real life,
sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah, it'll be like a moments card where it's like they had one game where they were just the best player on the court
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then you just
No, the
play with
same
them.
thing with FIFA. There would be characters that had absolutely terrible stats, but they'd have one really good stat. Like they'd have one stat like boosted. So they'd have like the fun one was the one that everybody liked was if you had a character completely shit, but they had a lot of pace, which meant that you run fast. So you would
Hmm.
just get the ball, run as fast as you possibly can, and get to the goal and shoot at the goal and most likely get a goal because nobody else was around you. So it was just basically a penalty shot. It was insane.
I miss.
It would be the most annoying friend that would do that tactic too. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
come on, Jimmy, what are you doing?
Jimmy. That's the word. That's the best stock name you can come
That's the
up
like
with.
stock name.
Oh man.
Uh,
Oh man, no. Then what else? Oh, I'm kind of retired from Apex, but recently they released a trailer on the new.
retired.
Well, I'm
This
be honest, I haven't
man's
played in like 2 months.
this man's like, I gotta put up the sticks. We're done.
I'm be honest, it's just like I want to. There's the only multiplayer games I want to play right now are like I want to play. I want to at least play Final Fantasy 14 for a bit, so I at least know whether or not I like an MMORPG because it's my first.
And it's
And
interesting.
then
Well, we can talk about that. But
I'm playing League every once in a while and Valorant every once in a while. And then I mostly like playing I still have the back catalog of single player games. So like I don't really have time to play Apex too much.
yeah.
So it's kind of like if friends want to play, then invite me and they'll invite me and I'll hop in for a few, but otherwise not playing. But there's a new character. So that was we'll see how it goes. Check the character's abilities, see if it interests me and whether I hop back into the ranked grind on
Just
that game.
grind, get on the grind a little bit. An old,
Mm-hmm.
they're getting the old professional, bringing him back for
Yeah,
one last fight,
the season
one last
war
job.
vet.
Yeah, the season vet. They're like, we need you back. It's a job that only you could do.
Yeah, that might be what it is, depending on how the next season is.
Man. That's funny.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna talk about your haul. You bought some games.
Oh yeah, I bought games for the first time in a while. I'd been saving money since I got kind of hammered on Christmas, buying gifts and stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It was getting a little low there, so I finally had the chance to do a little haul, and I got some good ones. I got Valkyrie Profile, which is like one of the last PS2 games to come out. So it's like a really like high fidelity PS2 game. And it's like this 2D RPG. So it's like, you know, it's like you're playing Final Fantasy, but it's like, you know, straight up just 2D all the time. It's like the 2D sections of of why am I blanking?
2D sections
of Nier.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it'd be like kind of like that, but except with turn-based battles instead of like, you know, just the action RPG elements.
Yeah, like when it turns into the side scroller games. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And then I got, what else did I get? I got Final Fantasy 12. So the one right before Lightning. So yeah, 12. It was on PS2.
Wait, who's in 12? Is there any?
Okay, I'm going to tell you the names of the characters of Final Fantasy 12, and I want you to tell me if you know any of them.
Okay, while you're looking that up, I just remembered I hadn't mentioned it yet. I am currently in the middle of doing laundry. So that is why my room is an effing mess.
And for all those for all those 10 YouTube watchers, you're getting a sight to the sight for
if
the eyes.
You have gone past the 10 minutes wondering why the hell I have a pile of clothes, it is due to laundry. My room is normally not.
Irresponsible.
All right.
Irresponsible.
So who were these characters as well?
Let me give you some of the characters. See if you know them. So I think it's the main character. I'm pretty sure. Van. Van. Have you ever heard of this person? I've literally never heard of him.
Your Honor, I've never seen this man in my entire life.
Okay, then I think this is like it looks like his best friend. Balthier.
Balthier? Okay. Never heard of him.
And then oh my god.
You're gonna have to start speeding this up because I'm never gonna hear these people.
Okay, and then there's this girl named Benello. Like they were trying to sell Penelope and they just forgot to finish it. You know what I mean? Penelo, which also sounds like a curse word in Spanish, which is very funny. And then there's I think another girl named Ashleah. Ashleah. So like Ash from League. Leah. Bernardin Dalmasca.
I'm being honest.
Which is the name, I think Dalmasca's name of the country, so I'm pretty sure she's like royalty or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we don't know any of the first 5 people we mentioned, we're not gonna know the 7th.
Okay, this is the 5th one. Let's see if you can get it. Gabranth.
Now, I've never heard of any character in the Final Fantasy. Actually, I don't know any characters from 12 or 11, or am I forgetting?
11 I think was the one in an MMO. I think 11 was an MMO.
Okay. Oh yeah. 11 was the multiplayer one.
Yeah.
10 was the one with the laughing, the laughing voice acting that gets joked about a lot.
No. Oh yes. The laughing. Yes. Do you know the main character or the main character of that one?
I don't know.
That one I did know.
I have 10, but I don't have
Titus.
Titus.
Yes. Titus.
And then 13 was Lightning. I played that. 15, I'm actually blanking on the guy's name. Noctis or something? No, that's I think a League area.
No, you're exactly right. Noctis. Lucius Calum.
Oh yeah, Calum. Okay. So I do have some memory of the one.
Prompto, Ignis, Gladiolus.
Yeah. The boys.
Can you name? You're not a big like JRPG. Like, do you play a lot of JRPGs?
Not. I don't know. I play Persona, the prime example of a JRPG and whatever.
True, exactly. How do you know the main character of Final Fantasy VIII? So we're gonna only do the main character. Character of Final Fantasy VIII. Yes.
8. Why is that? I don't know why. Like
the one 8 right sounds familiar.
No, no shit. Damn, you got me there. 8 sounds so familiar. Like I should know something about it, but it's literally just fog in my mind. So I wouldn't. I guess now.
Squall. Yes, Squall Leonhardt.
No, I don't know. Then 9, I also don't know anything about.
9.
You played a lot of the older Final Fantasies, right?
Zidane.
Dane?
Zidane.
Zidane.
I've heard of these names. These are things I've heard of, but it's not like I'm super familiar with. I have all these games because I'm a hunter. You know what I mean? I'm a a game collector, so I have all of these, but I just haven't played them.
Huh. Let's see.
Final Fantasy. I played some of the older ones, but a lot of the older ones they don't have names.
Oh, they're just classes, aren't they?
They're just classes, yes. I think 6 definitely does. 6 is like the first one or the second one that actually has like names. I don't think the main characters have names, but the side characters have names. Like for Final Fantasy 6, the big one is Kefka, the bad guy. That one I do know, Kefka, or like Leo. Okay. But can you name more than 3 characters from Final Fantasy 7?
Tifa?
There we go.
Cloud, Sephiroth.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And then
probably should have gone a little more.
My goodness,
What's the main girl's name? Or not? Isn't she?
I'm trying. That's actually the one I'm blanking on right now.
Okay.
I think her name starts with an A.
It does.
And I know it's not what I'm gonna say. That's why I'm not gonna say my guess.
You could just say
it's not.
No shame.
No, because I know what the hell. Like I'm thinking Ether, but it's not. Ether's not a fucking name. That's a server I just joined in Final Fantasy 14. I'm trying to remember what the hell her name is. Starts with an A.
Yes, it does sound with an A.
I've never played Final Fantasy 7. That's why.
Yeah, I think you've said that before.
A.
You should at least play the remake.
Oh. What's her name?
Aerith. Well, actually, I think people like there's like 2 ways to pronounce it, but people get mad if you say the other one. You know, I say it Aerith.
And I'm assuming the other way people say, Aerith. I thought
Aerith or Eris.
Okay.
Even though there's a TH there, it's Aerith.
I would never gone it. I need to take the time to play Final Fantasy 7, given how, how staple of a game it is.
Do you know the boy from Final Fantasy 7? Big dude?
Oh, no, I don't know him either.
Barrett,
yeah. Yeah, no.
Good.
I just knew those
It's a good game. It's a good game.
Heard. What was it?
You know, it's like best game of all time stuff. It's a little hard to go back to the original game just because like the graphics were really bad. Now, I mean, at the time they were really good, but
we have the luxury of a remake.
We do.
Is there
people waited years for it. Dude, I was watching old Screw Attack top 10, top 10 lists.
I mean, well, if you
back in the day, this is 2010.
Say top 10s, you gotta mention the goats of it. The Watch Mojos.
This is before Watch Mojo, my guy. This is before Watch Mojo. But they were talking about like their most anticipated games, and they were talking about Final Fantasy, a Final Fantasy 7 remake, and how it would never happen, or like how it should happen, but it'll probably never happen. And I'm over here, the luxury of time, and I'm like, yo, we're about to get the second part of that game.
Damn.
The future's now, old man.
Wait, what year was FF7 released?
Original?
Yeah.
1997, I believe.
What?
Yeah.
What console was it on?
PlayStation 1.
It was on PS1? Oh my god.
It was like the premier game for PS1 alongside Metal Gear Solid.
That's crazy. I thought it was like an early 2000s game. No. My goodness. That's crazy.
Original release date. Let me look to make sure. I was exactly right. September 7th, 1997.
It
was in 7/7/97. Yeah.
It's older than me?
It's older than us. Yes. It's older than the both of us.
Oh, I guess I do have to play it eventually then.
Yeah.
Oh.
For sure.
Games around that time. February. Majora's Mask is going on Nintendo Switch Online.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. It is. I will say,
all the degenerates like me that bought in way too early to that new system.
Yeah,
This is what we paid for, right?
This is what you're
This is what
cashing
we're out here for. We're cashing out right now.
What I will say though about Majora's Mask is it is a game you need a guide for those masks.
Absolutely, 100%.
That one
100%.
I remember playing that with my brother in recent years. And
that's why in the recent 3D remake they make a kind of walkthrough inside the game.
Thank Christ.
Yeah, there's a hint system. There's an elaborate hint system.
Because that there were some like tasks that they had you do on the original version.
There was no way you were going to be able to guess
that. I don't understand how they could ever expect you to do that unless you like those. I would assume this was back in the time when they released guidebooks on games. Guidebooks. That's the only way I can imagine people ever like 100%ing that kind of shit.
Yeah,
there was
like necessary to have a guidebook.
There was some things where it's like, at this time on the second day, while looking at the moon at a 37-degree angle, then you'll naturally see something that will drop a mask. It was just ridiculous. It was what it felt like. But phenomenal game. I love Majora's Mask.
They went the opposite way of like Mario, where it's like to get to the secret level, you have to look up into the sun. Like that's the only thing you have to do. This time you have to walk 3 paces to the left, walk forward, stop for 15 seconds. You have to look 360 degrees to the left.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Game designers were just going off.
Yeah, they were like saying, how far can we take this?
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
The story behind that game is like funny. Have you heard of it? Like the story behind the development? It was supposed to be just I think an expansion to the original Ocarina of Time. It was supposed to be an expansion, and they were like, I think the person that directed it was like, I want to make it a full game. I think we can make it a full game. I think it would be cool. And then Miyamoto was like, all right, you have a year, make it.
A year?
Yeah. It's like we're just if it's not good, we're gonna cancel it. So you have a year to make something good.
All right.
And it was just like, so basically, I mean, it's made in the same engine as Ocarina of Time and everything. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm also like a little bit confused on how long it normally took games to be made around that time.
Probably a lot longer, maybe like 2-3.
2-3? Okay.
Yeah. So it was a very quick development time, even then. Which game? I mean, I think up until like, even the 2D era, up like in the SNES era is when like games started to take longer in development.
Interesting.
For sure. Yeah.
I think.
Was that it? I mean, that was a fun conversation.
That was it for gaming.
Okay,
gotta talk about the anime.
My bad. Oh, that's right.
The anime.
That's right.
No,
you're right. You're not wrong.
I'm pretty sure with you mentioned it last week, but it's seeming like Sono Bistal or Dress Up Darling is going to be the anime of the season.
Yeah, that's what people are saying, dude. I have to agree with them.
Oh wait, I love that. I love that manga. I haven't seen the animation. Interestingly enough, okay. Actually, amazing thing just happened. A friend who I'm gonna mention because of a certain topic just actually texted a great question for the podcast. Would you rather be Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen or Gojo from Sono Bistal?
Gojo from Sono Bistal every day of the fucking week. All right.
Yeah.
Do I want to be possessed by a? Okay, sorry. Spoilers. Do I want to be possessed by a demon that's going to eventually kill me for sure, or have a fucking cute girlfriend?
This is actually a live question on a fucking recorded podcast. What the hell?
I mean, it's obvious.
It was an easy question.
Gojo's goated, all right? The normal fucking guy, you know what I mean? He's like, he has mad sewing skills and shit. That's sick.
Oh man. Yeah.
It's obvious.
Easy. I'll be honest, Gojo Satoru, I believe, or Satoru from Jujutsu Kaisen cannot do makeup like Gojo from Sono Bistal. And it's as simple as that. I would put all my chips in Sono Bistal. That's simply it. Maybe one
Wait,
ship for the Gojo from JJK, just because I don't know how Soda Bistal ends, so or Dress Up Darling ends, so you don't know. It could end up with some trash ending, like some series that I've been
Okay,
watching.
I'm sorry, but does Jujutsu Kaisen have Marin Kitagawa? I don't think so. All right, I don't fucking think so.
Oh man, but yeah, Raph, thanks for the question. Glad we were able to answer it immediately.
That's our first live question. Congratulations.
Live question, answered it actually a minute after the text happened. So
yeah. Wait, what's his name again?
Raph.
Raph. You know what? Down the line, when Virtually Lost is like well known and everything, and they started asking, like, they have quizzes about our podcast and stuff. They're gonna ask who was the first live question, and it's gonna be Raph. Congratulations. That's the answer. Okay. Raph.
And we'll continue. Since Raph brought up a question, I'm going to continue on with another topic that also is influenced by him. So, a series is getting an anime this summer: Lucifer and Biscuit Hammer. And the one who brought this series to my attention was Raph. He says this is for him a top 5 manga for him.
All right,
that is a strong statement to make because he is. Like he's a degenerate like I am, so I know he's
like
read.
We are Robert, like we are.
No, like I know this guy has a large number of mangas he's read.
Right.
You're an anime. You're anime trash.
You're
not manga trash.
That's true. I will.
This guy's manga trash, just like me. So I know for him to say a top 5 for him. This is these are big statements.
These are big words.
And then crazy thing about this is this manga was started back in 2005 and ended in 2010. And he linked.
It's been over for like 12 years now.
It's been over for a long time. And Raph linked me this subreddit thread that people compiled of the author making a whole bunch of sad tweets from 2010 to 2017. And he would constantly post of him being sad the fact that this series wasn't getting an anime. And like it was crazy because like it was him like at first after the series just ended, it's like there's talks, and then it's just like a few years passed, like this isn't gonna happen. I'm like it's looking bleak is basically what it came down to. And then like 2014 it was like a vote on like the number 1 series you want to see get animated, and he was like please vote for this, for this. It gets first. It doesn't get an animation. The series that got second place gets an animation, and it's like 2017.
Do we know who was second?
I don't know what the second place was, but in 2017, he tweets. He's like,
"I would love for it to be an isekai, just like a basic isekai."
It's probably isekai with a smartphone from 2017.
I thought it is.
2017. He's just like, it just doesn't look like it's possible. It's like I'm so sad. Like
I want to see
just
tweets
not
now.
Possible. Oh, I'll like link. I'll send you the link of that thread. It's so sad reading some of those like tweets.
Damn.
But it happened 12 years later after the tweets started. He finally gets an animation, and so I think everyone should do him a justice and watch this series of a man who who let everything out bare, cried on Twitter for what he thought was a great series, or actually a series he put all his work in. And I'm like 10 chapters in, and so far I seem to like it from the manga. I haven't finished reading it yet, but I think it's a series worth mentioning. And if it isn't great, blame Raph, because he said it was a top 5 series.
Don't blame us, all right?
Do
not blame us.
I'm a voice of the people, and he said there's a top 5 series, and I want to believe him that it's that great. And then I forget, was it this week? Was it last? No, it was last week. I watched Belle. I don't know if I mentioned it. Belle was
I don't think you mentioned it last time.
Okay. Yeah, Belle was a movie that was actually shown in our local theater.
An anime movie.
Yeah, anime movies.
We're getting there, man. We're getting there.
Yeah. I randomly came across it, like, because I have I forget what the thing I use is, Feedly, and it just, like, gives me a bunch of news articles and pieces. And one of the news articles, like, talked about how the soundtrack was on Spotify. And so I was interested, clicked on it, listened to the first song. I think the song's titled "You," just like the letter U.
Oh, just a letter.
Bop, amazing bop. And as soon as I listened to it, I started looking up the movie, and I was like, I'm not listening to the rest of the soundtrack. I want to watch the movie and experience the soundtrack through the movie. And it was in our local theater, and I was like, okay, I'll watch it the next day. And walked in theater, almost a completely empty theater. It was just me and two guys in the top row that were just
that's how it is,
watching
man. That's how it is.
I'm gonna be honest. There's almost a whole point, or there's one part where like we all made a bunch of noise, but other than that part, I kind of wish that they weren't there so that I could be rowdy. Because otherwise, I normally am pretty loud during movies. If it's like just me or friends that I know I can be loud with. Otherwise, I just go completely quiet because I think most people typically like to watch a movie, so I don't want to be a disturbance. Right. But overall, great movie. Phenomenal soundtrack. I think everyone should at least try the soundtrack out. The movie is called Belle, has like some inspiration from Beauty and the Beast, and it's loosely some loose inspirations, I'd say. But overall, great movie, and it was nice watching an anime movie we don't get too many
local
of those.
theater, where we don't live in a big town to be getting anime movies over here. So we're getting up there, man. We're getting up there slowly but surely.
One day it'll become the norm.
Yeah, one day we'll get in our wait, is it in our main theater or is it in the side?
It was in our main theater. It was in the main theater.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. It was a showing at 9. And the main theater, but the smaller rooms.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course, right.
Yeah. We can't get that. Was it RPX or whatever the heck it is?
Yeah.
The IMAX.
No, we don't even have IMAX here.
Yeah, no, we don't. Sadly. And then I think
But,
the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie is in theaters in like March. I could be wrong.
There you go. Might have to go watch. I actually watched Jujutsu Kaisen. I can go watch the movie.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
have to
done
go
to
watch
watch the
that.
movie. I have to watch it when it comes out.
Yeah. All
But-
right.
That I think covers everything.
Yeah.
That I had at least.
Yeah, I think good luck on your journey of Final Fantasy 14. Let me know when you finally get on in like 2 days. Just to customize your character.
I will finish customizing my character in about 3 hours. I'll probably have it finished, and even then, I'll still be like unsure. Actually 3 hours. Give me 3 hours to create the character. Another 3 hours to create the name. Because I have horrible naming sense.
Yeah.
I've been trying to rebrand, like personally, like on social media, but I have not found a good name for fucking forever. And it's just my name right now. And I've been wanting to try to change it to something, but it's just impossible because I'd have zero naming sense.
Yeah, I'm glad I picked mine like in like late high school, I think, and it's stuck with me for a long time now. But my ones before I've had some pretty bad ones in the past though, so I'm glad I didn't stick with us.
Do you remember your first gamer tag?
Oh gosh,
I remember mine, and it's.
I mean, what are we calling a gamer tag? Because like for me, like one of my first names was like back in like Club Penguin and stuff like that. Like my first screen name or my first like gamer tag, like my first Xbox gamer tag. Yeah,
because like the thing is, my first thing would be an Xbox gamer tag because I didn't have a computer, so I didn't get to try Club Penguin stuff. So like Xbox was the first time I had like a title that went out to the public. And my God, that shit's embarrassing.
I think it is actually like the one I have now, isn't it? I think it is something like Junior Solo, which is pretty good. Actually, not that bad of a gamer tag.
It's pretty solid.
But I remember my first PlayStation one at least, which was the embarrassing one. She was like Sherlock, 1864 or whatever. It was like a Sherlock book named Sherlock. Yeah, and it was the year that the original book came out.
I think I remember that on my friends list. Yeah.
Sherlock. Because the fucking show just came out.
the one with Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yeah, the one with Benedict Cumberbatch, so like 2011.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, man. I remember my my first Xbox one. This is back in elementary, I'd say.
And you always had. I feel like I remember you always had the icon with the guy blowing a bubble, right?
No, I did not have that. I had one. It was like I did not have that one, or that was the iconic one, the guy blowing the bubble. I feel.
Yeah, they go with the bubble.
With the beanie. I just had a like little customized one. I forget what it was, but my first gamer tag was Penguin Pops 1998.
There you go, Penguin Pops.
Penguin, favorite animal. Pops, one of my family nicknames for me, and then birth year, because that's.
I think my name was Junior, and then a whole bunch of numbers. I don't remember what the numbers were.
Hey.
I'm almost pretty sure, but I think I gotta find out what it was. That's bothering me, but that's funny.
Funny. Man, I'm just thinking on some of the old names I had, and like even that one. That's like my first one. I don't even think that's my most embarrassing name, even though even saying it, I'm still like
Honestly, my Final Fantasy 14 name is probably my fucking most embarrassing name. I just made that like a year ago. Fucking Leonard.
What do you mean a year ago? Like 2 months ago.
2 months ago. I made it last year. Okay, let's just say it like that.
Oh, 2021? Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, I made it last year. Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the episode of a lot of money. Money purchases being made, transactions, acquisitions, big money, getting tossed around. That's the episode title.
Bills. All right.
Big money. All
right. Thank you everybody for joining us for the 38th episode of the Virtually Lost podcast. We'll see you next week. Soon.